Okay, so your chapter test is on Tuesday, and this is just going to be over the first section of the review. The first part is you need to be able to tell what a statement is. This is definitely some questions on the test. So let me know if this is a statement or not. Is that a statement?
Yep.
Yes, that is definitely a statement. How about this?
No.
Why is this not a statement?
Question.
Is it a question?
No.
This is a command, so this is not a statement because it's a command. Yeah. How about, I'm waiting for him to jump the gun.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Do you know it?
No.
Is this a statement? No, it's not. It isn't because it's a question. And the command is not because it's a command. So the only thing that's a statement here so far is a 3 + 2 = 5. How about this one? Yes, this one is it should say it is hot. This is definitely a statement. Okay? So, I think there's 2 or 3 questions on the test dealing with this. If you got this down, you got a good chunk already going here. Okay? How about this? Now we got to take some statements and we're going to go from symbolic to English. Okay? So we have P, I'm registered. Q, I'm a citizen. And R, I vote. You need to go back and forth. You need to be able to go from symbolic to English or English to symbolic. Okay? So this one is P and Q. If P and Q, then R. So how do I write this in English? If
I'm registered as a citizen, then I vote.
Very good. If I'm registered and I'm a citizen, comma, because there is a parenthesis there, then I vote. All right. The next one. What does this little symbol mean? Not. So not R means I do not vote. Yes. If and only if I'm not registered or I'm a citizen. I'm not a citizen. Thank you. Okay? So let's just list out all of our symbols because maybe some people don't remember that. So this is not. This one is an and. This one's or. How about this one? If then. And if and only if. Okay? All right, moving on. How about this one? Down below we have write the compound statements in symbolic form. So we're going the other direction. I am registered and a citizen or I do not vote. How would I write that out? P or Q?
P or R. P or not R.
Oh.
Oh, P and Q.
Mm-hmm.
Not R.
Okay, this is not an or. This is an and. Q, and then parentheses. Or R, not R. Good.
Commas often next to parentheses.
Yes, commas. This is a big clue to you that there's a parentheses somewhere in there. Okay. If I am not registered or not a citizen, then I do not vote.
Not P or not Q.
Okay, so not P or not Q. And then we're going to put a parenthesis around that because we have this. And this is an if-then statement.
So if then,
Do not vote. Okay? All right, so write the negation of these statements. Remember, we're talking about all, some, or none here. So let's just review this for a second. Make our little ladder. Okay, the top rung of the ladder is all. Middle one is some. And the bottom one is none or no. Okay? So, in order to negate an all, can I go all the way down to none? No, I'd fall off the ladder. So we want to go down to some. If I want to negate a none, where would I go?
to some.
To some. If I want to negate a some, where would I go? All or none. Okay, so let's look at this one. We have all numbers are divisible by 5. So how would I negate this? Okay, some numbers are divisible by 5.
Some. I just got
Okay. Is there another way I could write this, but it would mean the same thing?
not all numbers.
Not all numbers are divisible by 5. That's one way. Or I could say some numbers are not divisible by 5. That also means the same thing. Okay, so there's a few ways you can say this and it would still mean the same thing, okay? Okay, going down to the last one. Some people wear glasses. We could say all people wear glasses. What else could I say? No people wear glasses. Okay, so let's talk about the rules for the truth tables. You guys have to know this stuff. If I said it's an and, what am I looking for in my truth table? 2 truths and they equal a what? A true. If I have an or, 2 falses equals a false. If I have an if-then. Okay, now this is the sticking point, and I've seen it over and over again, even with your projects. You guys have to get this straight. It's the first statement is true, the second statement is false, it's a false. Some people are getting these mixed up. They're saying false first, then true. This is the one that order matters. Okay? Okay, and then this one is what? What's the rules for this? A true equals a true. And a false equals, oh, sorry, I already wrote that wrong. A true equals a true, and a false equals a true. Okay? Please have that down. And not only that, if you have it down and not having to think about it, maybe the first thing you need to do, as soon as you get your test, write down the rules so you don't have to think about it anymore. Okay? That's an idea. But then the faster your test will go for you. Okay? So let's practice this on this particular one. Not P and Q, if and only if, not P or not Q. Okay, yep, that's the first thing we need to write. You guys need to know the basic tables when there's just 2 characters or 3 characters. You need to know the basic table right away. So the first one on this, it's just 2, so it's true, false, false. And true, false, false. What if I have an R there? How would I set it up? Yes, so it would have been instead If I had had an R, it would have been 4 trues, 4 falses, 2 trues, 2 falses, and then true false. All the way down. Okay? So if you had had a third part to this, that's what you would have to start with. All right. So over here, we want to do what first, according to what's on this problem? I'm going to do a not P first? I like to work, well, you can, I guess. Okay, not P, that's fine. So that would be false, false, true, true. What else? Not Q. So that's the opposite of Q, so it'll be false, true, false, true. Now what? Put them together. So we could do this one first or this one. I'm going to do it from left to right. So P and Q.
You jump right into not into
I'm going to do this first, and then I'll do a not like this. Because it's going to be the opposite of this column.
If on a test we don't do P and Q first, and we just jump straight to not P and Q, would you mark it wrong?
No, I wouldn't. I just have to be able to see what you're doing. Okay? So be careful about jumping, because that could cause you an error without even. Okay? So on this one, P and Q, what are we looking for? 2 trues. So we got 2 trues right here and here. So this will be a true. And then everything else is a false. Okay? So then on this column, it's the opposite of that. Because it's not. So it'll be false, true, true, true. And then I can put these two together. Not P or not Q. What am I looking for with 2 ors, with an or statement? 2 falses. So we're looking at this column and this column. Where's my 2 false statements? The first one. So that'll be a false. Everything else will be true. Okay, now I'm going to put the whole thing together right here. And we're talking about an if and only if. So what are the rules for if and only if again? 2 true, yep, 2 falses equal true, 2 trues equal true. So this is all true. This is a tautology. Very good. Oops, I almost spelled it wrong. Tautology. What if it was all falses? It would be a valid argument if you had an argument out of it, right? But if it were all falses, what would it be considered? You guys remember? A self-contradiction. Self-contradiction. Okay, so that's that last part that I wanted to cover today, was this is all trues, and this one's all false. Okay? That is all I'm going to cover today. Tomorrow I'll do the next section, but this should get you through numbers 1 through 25 on your review.